Now, you guys are blowing up, big song after big song after big song, but with the love comes the hate as well. And one of the people that didn't like you was Lil Jojo. He dropped BDK, which is short for Black Disciple Killer. And that was the first time I feel like something like that actually got put on a record. When that song came out, were you bothered by it, or was it just like, you're popping right now, whatever, you're gonna have haters?
I wasn't bothered by it. I really didn't even care at the time. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't care. I wasn't even thinking about him.
Yeah. And then, not too long after dropping that song, he ends up getting killed. I remember Chief Keef, he tweeted, it's sad because Jojo wanted to be like us, just like us, LMAO, laughing my ass off. He later on said it was hacked. His Twitter was hacked, but, you guys were going at it. It is what it is. But people do, it feels like around that time is when people start just becoming more aggressive in the music. Like, what I mean? Like, I'm sure BDK was a term and everything, but no one actually put it on a song and really made themselves a target to all the Black disciples out there.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, when that came out, do you feel like Chicago hip hop changed?
Yeah, it did, because then people started thinking like, shit, this how it is now. So shit, that's the way people start going about things. Start trying to be gangster on the track and doing gangster shit.
I mean, at that time, the whole BDGD thing, was it really flaring up, or was it just certain people were into each other?
That's how it was. It really was certain people into it with each other. That wasn't no like whole Chicago thing, the BDs versus the GDs. It was certain sets and certain hoods against certain hoods. That was BDs and that was GDs, and that's how it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I interviewed Don Dirk, who was, one of the early guys in that, in that whole thing. And I remember he started to cry when I talked about the BD-GD war, because he was like, originally the BDs and GDs were all together and they were all like one.
People keep saying that we split it. We never split it. Hoover was, wait a minute. Yeah, look, Hoover was the king of the gangster nation. King Dave was the king of the disciple nation. It was never no split. Even though Hoover them had the same laws and teachings as we had during that time. Because they had to accept that becoming a part of us. The heart, the horns, the devil tail, and the pickforks. And whatever saying and things that we had going to, colors, and things like that. I don't know why people keep saying it was a split. It was never no split.
And then later on, he felt like rap music is what started to get people beefing with each other and doing all that type of shit. But, he felt like it was all one thing. Like, he had a lot of respect for all the original OGs, like the David Barksdales and everyone's like that. When you saw that start to play out, and I feel like the music started to escalate.
Yeah, it did. It did escalate.
That
shit did make the music escalate, yeah, because it was different.
Right. And social media as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because social media wasn't that big back then, and then suddenly you got the fans chiming in and everything else like that. And it's still going to this day.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.